What's up to all of my Scorpios out there? Welcome back to Pulse of the Cosmos. I am your astrologer, Emily, and today we are going to be taking a look at the astrology starting this upcoming new moon happening in Taurus tomorrow, Wednesday, April 22nd of 2020. That was a mouthful and I needed to clear my throat. But anyways, so for you guys, my Scorpios, this will be happening in your 7th house. So this is a new moon in Taurus with Uranus there, just 3 degrees away in your 7th house. Also squaring over loosely to Saturn there in Aquarius at 1 degree in your 4th house. So what does this look like? We can expect, as we have been experiencing over these past few weeks, some extreme change, right? Uranus is in Taurus, bringing sudden and very abrupt change. And in Taurus, this can deal with the areas of our finances. Taurus has all to do with our material worth and our possessions and our property and our values. So you can expect some sudden changes in that area. But what's going to be so important for everybody throughout this process is to be creative and be adaptable in the ways in which you find solutions to make it through. We're all undergoing some extreme losses, and it's going to take some creative ways to find the positives throughout all of this, because the emotional tone that you're taking into this is going to dictate an imprint on this next cycle. So what kind of energy do you want to engage with and bring in with you? Do you want to be focusing on the negatives and the losses throughout all this, or do you want to find some creative solutions and some creative positives? Even though they might be just harder to find, you're going to have to work to focus to find those sometimes. This new moon in your 7th house has all to do with your relationships and your partnerships and your projects. And this could be romantic relationships. This could be business relationships or partnerships, business projects, but we're undergoing some extreme change in that area. And we're going to have to be adaptable there. And we're going to have to look to creative ways to connect with things or with people or solutions that are in alignment with where we want to be in the future. And this is a big look to what relationships that you want to focus on and what projects you want to focus on, and where do you really want to put your values? Where are you seeing that reciprocated in your life at this time, Scorpio? What relationships and what projects and what partnerships are truly down for the cause? What's really in alignment with you there? And we might have to make some sacrifices in that area to make some of this all happen throughout these major changes. But Scorpio, you know what the truth is, and you know what decisions need to be made there. And I know you might be feeling just a little bit emotionally blocked. We do have Saturn over there in Aquarius in your 4th house of your emotions and of your roots and of your foundations. And Saturn is applying some blockages. Maybe you're not feeling as connected to your emotions, or maybe you're not showing those. Maybe you're undergoing some extreme emotions right now, Scorpio, and you're not really sharing that with others around you and letting them know that maybe you need some support, and maybe you need some help, and maybe you need some guidance. And I want you all to remember that your guides are available to you throughout this process. Call on your higher spirit guides. Call on your higher self. Call your inner voice into existence here, and ask for guidance, and watch the synchronicities and watch the signs and watch the things show up in your life that are going to be there to support you and help guide you into newer and better directions that are more in alignment with who you truly are, Scorpio. So let's see here. Let us see here and set some intentions with this new moon. Set some intentions on how you want to nurture some of these relationships and nurture some of these partnerships and projects that are of value to you, and look where you can let go of things that are no longer of value there. And be adaptable to some of the changes and how you're going to have to engage with some of these partnerships and projects and relationships as well. So let's see. My Scorpios. So where are we now for my Scorpios? First, we came up with the Queen of Pentacles crossed by the Fool. So for me, this is maybe sitting. So the Queen of Pentacles, she is receptive and she is in her full abundance and she is connected to the world around her, and she sits in some comfort and security, and she knows her worth, right? And she knows that the energy that she's putting out is what she's receiving. The challenge that came up for you guys here is the Fool. So there's some kind of journey that's taking you out of this comfort zone, maybe, that you're afraid to take. I think there's some new karmic cycle or some new karmic journey that's presenting itself as a challenge to you guys, Scorpio, and you want to sit in the comfort of this Queen of Pentacles moment. But now is a time to be taking action towards these new journeys and towards this unknown and towards looking towards creating this new reality for yourself that's of more alignment, and relationships that are more aligned, and projects that are more aligned. You do have the world at your fingertips right now. So this is a very, very positive card to get. So I think for a lot of my Scorpios out there, a lot of these new relationships coming into your life, or these new people that might be coming into your life throughout this project, are helping to kind of curate this new and better world for yourself. We're entering into a whole new reality. This is the Fool's journey that's taking you to the world that you've always wanted. You're just going to maybe have to get out of this comfort spot. Out of some of a little bit of your comfort zones, and engage with some of these changes. We do have the Two of Pentacles coming up next. So yeah, we're keeping the balance here, okay? So the Two of Pentacles is kind of swinging everything between his fingers. He knows it's an infinity symbol. It's the world. It's the world between these two pentacles, okay? So, and you can see it's kind of wavy back here with these ships in the ocean. So this is kind of a bumpy time. This is a bumpy time where you're trying to keep the balance, but I think you know intuitively that you've got the world, that you've got infinity between this, and that right now this balance keeping is just, you're steadying the boat. There are some of my Scorpios out there that are really being the rock for the people in their lives, just steadying the boat and trying to keep the balance. And we love you for that, Scorpios. But again, like I said, if you're feeling emotional with that Saturn, or feeling some blockages there, or feeling like it's harder for you to reach out with Saturn in your fourth house, please don't engage with that energy, and reach out for support, and reach out for help, and reach out for some emotional guidance from those around you, or from your higher spirit guides throughout this process. Because truly, this is an excellent spread. We have the Empress on the other side of this. Wow, look at this Empress sitting confident, sitting assured in her values, experiencing the harvest, experiencing the abundance, experiencing the love in things. So I think for a lot of my Scorpios out there, as they're undergoing a lot of these losses, I see a lot of you understanding that perspective is key throughout all of this, and understanding that your perspective and the actions that you're taking through these changes are going to curate and co-create your reality. You understand your power and making abundance out of that. I think a lot of my Scorpios understand that. It's just getting out of this fixed, comfortable spot and taking this new journey and entering into this whole new world and this whole new reality. I see some positives coming in for my Scorpios out there. Even as we're experiencing all of this loss, there's some definite silver linings for you guys out there this week. But in any case, I do love you all so, so much. I hope you are doing okay out there, and I will be back again next week for your weekly astrology.